I'm glad my family talked me into walking down to the river on this dreary day. Okay, so I got my first snakehead today, and I figured I would try to cook him up. I gotta clean him first. I don't really know how their anatomy is, but I'm just gonna give it the old cut behind the head and just give it the old flip. I guess you wanna take a look at this thing. Look at the teeth in that sucker. Aye. Oh yeah. So obviously, you know, it's alive when you catch it. They're hard to kill. They stay alive. You know, they can breathe out of the water. I shot it with a BB gun, and it knocked him down like immediately. So a couple flops and that was it. So I think that's going to be the ticket. It's actually really slimy. Unfortunately, it's a lot slimier than I thought. Like if I move this knife, it'll just keep on going. At least he did earlier. All right, so anyway, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit him with some salt. Just gonna hit him with some salt and try to break that slime coating off with that salt. Probably should get a little more, I don't know. I'm gonna break that off, then I'll probably rinse him off or something and see if it gives me a little better traction up here. Give him a quick scrub with that. All right, so hopefully that breaks up that slime coat. I might just try hitting it with a towel now. See what that does. I think it helps. Okay, yeah, apparently these are real good eating. And I haven't actually had them yet. Like I said, it's the first one. And I think I'll just find out. I'll let you know. I'll probably do a little cooking video. That'll probably go right with it. All right. Okay, let's see. I'll probably start him on this side. Yeah, the BB gun. That's the way to go. I heard all kinds of stories, like people hitting them with chipping hammers, and they still are alive and swimming away. But I learned with catfish, if you get them home, you hit them with a BB gun. That's usually all you gotta do. All right, so I'm just gonna take this down until I hit some bone. I'm trying to feel where the gill plate is and all that. I just don't want to get into like the gut. I see some guts right there, so I gotta be careful. Quite a bit of scales on them. I'm just gonna creep this thing along the edge of the fin line, just to get a look at it. So far, so good. Got a nice long fin to follow. All right, so that's where his vent is. So I'm just gonna go straight out through here, just on the other side of that vent. Feeling for the spine. All right, where is that thing? A little higher than probably missing some meat right there. Hold on, feeling for it. There we go. Keep it down, and I don't know if it's got little bones sticking out this way. I'm gonna find out here in a second. Maybe I should have just walked it down a little bit and looked first. Seems to be quite a bit of blood present. Yeah, sneak it through right here. Oh, hit a nerve. definitely still slimy. The salt helped a little bit. But I should have probably given it a rinse instead of the towel there. Seems to be opening up pretty good. Man, he's got some bones like ribs all the way down to the back end. I didn't see that coming. Yeah, luckily I avoided them there. I don't think I got any bones in here. Yeah, it has like a little ridge of like rib-like bones. All right, that should take it right out. That's what I was feeling a second ago when I tried to punch through. It's like a wall of ribs. That's where they stop. Right there. Okay, so I'm gonna flip him over, do the same thing to the other side. I usually keep the fillet attached so it actually holds the fish up where it's supposed to be. Might have to hold on to him with this. I should have done that from the beginning. See that meat right underneath of that is helping to hold him up off the table. We got UPS coming in. I don't even know if that's on camera. Big old fillets on this thing. If it tastes as good as everybody says, it's definitely gonna be on the, targeted by me. Too bad I didn't bring the camera. It was just kind of impromptu fishing trip. We walked down to the ferry, and I thought I'd bring the rod with me. And I'm glad I did, because this was on the bucket list, and I pretty much felt like I was gonna get skunked around here. I'd heard of people catching them, but I hadn't seen a whole lot of it in person. Okay, so I'm gonna get around these ribs. Right there. should drop down. There you go. And that really long rib cage kind of poses to be a little bit of a problem. I can see some people that do the cut right through the rib bones effect and then come back and cut them out. I feel like I got them all there. I think I got around it. That's this little central line of rib bones. You can probably hear it. It kind of hooks out instead of just straight across. All right, I think I got him figured out. I'm gonna cut it free from the belly, and I'll cut around that mess right there. I don't want any guts material in it. Right there. And I'll set you free. Okay, so there's a fillet. I still got the other one attached. I could probably break that one loose in a second. I'm gonna go ahead and try to peel this fillet off the skin and see what it does. Lay him over. Yep. Let's see how good it is. It feels like it's got thick skin on it. Pretty long fillet to try to take. I might switch to my other knife. There it is. Before I drop this thing on the ground, okay, here's one fillet. Thing looks pretty. A little bit of like a mud vein or something there. We got around it. Do the same thing to this one. Just gonna cut that loose. All right, flip this fillet back, and then we're done with the old snakehead, unless you want to make some soup out of it. He's got a lot of big old pockets of meat on his skull. If I was in, I suppose, survival mode, you know, I'd be eating that too. All right, so I gotta hold the tail there. See if this other knife's any better. Crack that bone there, make it lay flat. Seems to be peeling out of there. It's probably got a little bit more stout blade. It's gonna work. All right, that peeled out good. A little loss right there. I'm gonna let the chickens pick the rest of that. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put these in some salt water, mainly because that's what people do. Draw out the blood and whatnot. So yeah, this was definitely probably one of the slimiest fish. Like just rinsing off this cutting board and wiping it down. It's actually not a cutting board, it's the top of a beehive, but you know. Yeah, it was just like, it's just stuck to it. Like the rag, I wiped it down, or you know, wiped it down with it, and then the rag was so slimy, I had to rinse it off, and I could barely get it off of there. It was like waterproof coating. So they should use that stuff to waterproof boots or something. You probably never age. I do have a bone right there, I just felt it. I'll get that sucker out later. Yeah, that'll get the, this ought to draw the blood out. And then, I should have, I guess, to get that slime coating off, I didn't realize it was gonna be so bad. But I should have hit them with the salt and then rinsed them off. You know, just kept rinsing it till it didn't feel so slimy. It probably would have made this a lot more enjoyable of an experience as far as that goes. Hold on to the thing. But yeah, it's looking like pretty clean looking meat, pretty white looking. You know, looks it's going to be having some big flakes. I can see it already. So yeah, flaky fish. I don't know. I got most like that mud vein effect out of there. So we'll see. I might just cut it into chunks because I think all my kids want to eat it too. So I'll probably just cut it into chunks instead of full fillets. I might do like, you know, from here down, you know, but the rest probably just little chunks. Bread it up, fry it. I was thinking about doing it on a campfire with, I don't know, I always like frying fish on a open fire, get a little bit of that smoke flavor up in there. All right, so here we go, winging it. Got the snakehead fillets. They're looking pretty good. I'll start out like this. Take these fillets, I'm gonna put them in this glass. I'm gonna take some of this J.O. I'm just gonna put a little light coating on them. I'll rub that in here in a second. This stuff's super salty, so I'm not gonna put any other salt. That should do it right there. Just gonna kind of roll those around in that. Get a good coating. That's gonna make sure that there's some seasoning in every bite. It's good right there. So that's 3/4 cup of flour. I'm gonna throw in about that much. I'm gonna mix that up and see what that looks like. I'm gonna hit it with just a little bit more. Probably like a tablespoon for 3/4 cup. I'm gonna bet that's enough, like that. Oh, I should throw in some cornmeal. I like that. Cornmeal, let's see. Oops. Probably about that much. So yeah, that's 3/4 cup right there, and you fill it up about that much, about halfway. So I'm thinking I might do an egg wash as well, so. I'm gonna make an egg wash right here, I guess. There we go. Got 2 eggs in there. plus some shell. Hold on a second. Let me get that out of there. All right, so got the flour with the J.O. seasoning. Go ahead and put this in the egg wash. I was gonna cut this thing up, I just remembered that. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut that up. Forgot to do it ahead of time, so I'm just gonna make that happen now. Oh, a little bit of string. Give that a mix. All right. Let's get the fire going for the campfire fryer. There we go with the oil. That should be enough. A little more. Just see. Oh yeah, it's frying now. It's doing good. Throw some more sticks in here too. It's frying good, but yeah, that's looking good. We might get a good test off of this one. I think I might start sneaking a couple more in. I think it's frying good. Yeah, I'm gonna put a few more in. I'll throw some more sticks under it.
Alright, that should do it. It's frying now. Throw some sticks up over here. I was gonna fry kind of hot and fast. So you just throw some sticks in there and get the open flame kind of. Put the flames in. As soon as I get all these sticks here, I'm gonna try to get them all split. Oh yeah.
Man, it's hot. Let's go back. I got those flames coming up around it. It'll take your eyebrows off. taking out those garlic chives I had in there. I don't want them to get too burnt. Yeah, once they get to the color, I think they should be. I'll pull them out of there. They're probably technically done, but that first batch, they're usually lighter in color till that oil picks up some of that season. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and pull these. I think they're ready. They look good. All right. I'm gonna let these cool down a little bit and I'll bust one of them open so you can see it. All right, here's what we got. Here's a piece right here. It's hard to hold on to. I'm gonna take one for the team. I'm gonna break it open anyway. We gotta see. My goodness. Very white, very flaky. Oh yeah, let me give that a shot. Oh man. That's like fried chicken. Try to.
So
try it.
good. Mine.
Yeah, so that right there, it tastes, that is so good. That's the best freshwater fish I've eaten.
Yeah, it's my favorite fish.
Yeah, this thing is amazing. I'm taking some into the rest of the kids and the wife. But we got a winner right there.
You'll see what we mean.
Oh yeah.
Can I eat that little piece?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's gonna be running.
Well, that's the end of this adventure. Hope you enjoyed it.